Forget what you know about gas stations. Buc-ee's is more than a truck stop. It's a full-blown roadside attraction, known for its immaculate bathrooms, smoked brisket, wall-to-wall snacks and souvenirs, and a Beaver mascot with surprising star power. Buc-ee's is a must-visit destination. People plan entire road trips around it, driving hours just to grab a t-shirt or a kolache. So how did a simple stop and fuel become a destination vacation? Well, today we're showing you why Buc-ee's is the Disneyland of truck stops. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. Then leave a comment letting us know what other road trip staples you want to hear about next. Okay, does anyone need a bathroom break? It all began on July 28, 1982, when Arch Beaver Applin III opened the first Buc-ee's in the buzzing metropolis of Clute, Texas. The entrepreneurial spirit ran deep in Applin's family. His grandparents, Arch and May Applin, owned and operated what might be the most charmingly named shop in retail history, Arch Applin's biggest little store in Catahoula Parish. As a kid, Arch Beaver Applin III spent summers there pumping gas, stocking shelves, and presumably daydreaming about running his own store, with a slightly easier name to remember. The store was modest by today's Buc-ee's standards, just 3,000 square feet, but still larger than the industry average at the time. Applin, inspired by his grandparents' general store in Louisiana, wanted to create a space that was clean, welcoming, and reliable. His motto from day one: clean, friendly, and in stock. Unlike most convenience stores, which were often cramped and dimly lit, this original Buc-ee's featured brass ceiling fans, high ceilings, and rough cedar walls wrapping the upper parts of the store. Applin wanted his store to be a little special, and these design touches made it more inviting than typical gas stations. From the beginning, Applin had a vision that went beyond snacks and gas. He wanted to build a chain, a name people would recognize and trust. On opening day, he told the local paper, "If this one goes like we hope it will, you never can tell, we might have a chain of Buc-ee's." 3 years later, in 1985, Applin joined forces with Don Wasik, another local convenience store owner. Their partnership turned out to be a perfect balance. For their first 3 years together, the two men shared a single desk, leading to what they describe as a mind meld in their business approach. Wasik, who deliberately avoids the press, manages day-to-day operations, while Applin focuses on store conception, location scouting, and construction. Together, they built a model that put customer experience front and center. Buc-ee's became known for two things early on: spotless restrooms and cheap ice. Not exactly glamorous, but incredibly effective. Buc-ee's growth started modestly, but strategically. Their second store, opened in 1985, doubled the size of the original at 6,000 square feet and introduced an in-store kitchen, serving up fresh breakfast tacos, sandwiches, and donuts. It marked the beginning of their evolution from a simple convenience store into a bona fide food destination. Through the late 80s and 90s, they experimented with new formats, like a beach store in Freeport that sold clothing and fishing gear, and even an ice house with live music called Uncle Buck's. Proof they weren't afraid to try new things. By the early 2000s, Buc-ee's had 20 locations in Brazoria County, but the real turning point came in 2003 with the Luling Travel Center, their first store built off a major interstate. At 35,000 square feet, it was designed with long-distance travelers in mind. Big, accessible, and perfectly placed on key routes between major Texas cities. With its massive layout, endless fuel pumps, fresh food options, and famously clean bathrooms, Luling set the new standard for what Buc-ee's would become. The Luling store expanded multiple times, nearly doubling in size by 2009. But it was the 2012 opening of the new Braunfels location that put Buc-ee's in the record books. At 68,000 square feet, it became the largest convenience store in the world, boasting over 80 soda fountains, 31 registers, and a meat counter that could arm a small army with jerky. More than 10,000 people showed up on opening day, and the store was soon drawing over 5,000 cars per day, solidifying Buc-ee's as a must-stop destination, not just a place to fuel up. Buc-ee's stayed Texas-only for decades, building up its brand recognition and perfecting its model before expanding beyond state lines. Instead of rushing to open as many stores as possible, Buc-ee's focused on creating an overwhelming experience with superior bathrooms, abundant gas pumps, and high-quality food to stand out from the competition. Buc-ee's broke out of Texas in 2019 with a splashy debut in Robertsdale, Alabama, kicking off an ambitious expansion across the South. Since then, its Beaver empire has spread to Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and beyond, drawing fans and fueling road trips in over a dozen states. While some Texans were hesitant to share their roadside gem, the results speak for themselves. As of July 2024, there are 50 Buc-ee's locations across 9 states, 35 still proudly rooted in Texas, with more coming soon to North Carolina, Ohio, Wisconsin, Louisiana, Kansas, and Arizona. Slowly but surely, Buc-ee's is taking over America, one giant gas station at a time. Buc-ee's claimed the title of largest convenience store in the world in June 2024, with an expanded Luling store measuring over 75,000 square feet, over 1.5 acres. These aren't just gas stations, they're roadside wonderlands. Sales rocketed from $63 million just 2 years before the original Luling store opened to a jaw-dropping $959 million by 2015. Buc-ee's had officially gone full Disneyland. There is a reason families plot their routes to include a Buc-ee's, and it's not just about clean bathrooms. Each travel center features over 100 gas pumps, with some locations hitting 120 pumps. You almost never have to wait, which is a stark contrast to typical gas stations, where lines could form during peak travel times. The restrooms are truly immaculate, patrolled 24/7 by dedicated cleaning staff. Alpin himself has experimented with innovative technology, including something called tush lights above restroom stalls that turn green when vacant and red when occupied. This system provides real-time data to optimize restroom usage and helps customers find available facilities quickly. Also, it's just fun to say tush lights. The food is where Buc-ee's really shines. Every location features made in-house barbecue, including brisket, pulled pork, smoked turkey, and sausage sandwiches. The Texas Roundup counter is a particular draw, where fresh barbecue is chopped before your eyes, creating an interactive dining experience. Fudge counters offer a dozen flavors with free samples that keep customers coming back for more. Then there are the infamous Beaver nuggets. Sweet, crunchy, caramel-coated corn puffs that might as well be currency in some states. These addictive snacks have developed their own cult following, with people ordering them online when they can't make it to a physical location. The stores also feature extensive jerky walls, fresh pastries, kolaches, roasted nuts, and full coffee bars that rival dedicated coffee shops. Half the store functions as a Buc-ee's themed gift shop, featuring apparel, blankets, grills, coolers, candles, hunting gear, fishing rods, home decor, and occasionally buckets of bacon grease. You can buy everything from a Buc-ee's swimsuit to a baby onesie to a full camping chair set. The variety is both impressive and overwhelming. The atmosphere is carefully curated to make you linger. Bright, upbeat, and air-conditioned, like a shopping mall. No flashing lotto signs or dusty chip racks here. Buc-ee's stores feel closer to theme parks than truck stops, which is exactly the experience the company wants to create. A big part of Buc-ee's success boils down to branding. That cheerful cartoon beaver in a red cap isn't just a mascot. He's a symbol of quality, quirk, and unapologetic Texas pride. From the moment the first store opened in 1982, the beaver's been front and center, creating a sense of fun and familiarity that sets Buc-ee's apart from any ordinary gas station. The name itself is a mashup of personal nostalgia and Americana charm, but it's the merch that truly seals the deal. Buc-ee's sells everything from swimsuits to Christmas ornaments, each stamped with that grinning beaver. Travelers don't just shop, they pose for selfies with Buc-ee statues, turning the brand into a social media darling. With its perfect blend of kitsch and quality, Buc-ee's has become a roadside icon for both irony-loving millennials and true believers alike. Of course, no roadside empire is without its cracks, and Buc-ee's has faced its share of controversies and legal battles over the years. Buc-ee's is notoriously protective of its brand, earning a reputation for aggressively pursuing trademark and trade dress infringement cases. In 2014, they settled with Frio Beaver over a similar beaver logo, and in 2016, they successfully sued Choke Canyon Barbecue for using a grinning alligator logo in a yellow circle and naming their stores Buc-ee's. They also filed a lawsuit against a Nebraska-based chain called Buc-ees in 2017 over a territorial agreement, though that case was dismissed. Even smaller operators like Chick's, a Texas convenience store, have faced legal pressure for allegedly copying Buc-ee's store layout, with that case also settling out of court. Buc-ee's attorneys have been described as merciless, making dubious legal claims about things like competitors' use of yellow backgrounds. Some local business owners have suggested Buc-ee's uses this aggressive litigation to stifle competition, which seems like it could be true. Beyond trademark battles, Buc-ee's has faced other legal challenges, from suing its brisket supplier in 2016 over sudden price hikes to losing an employee contract case in 2017 that clashed with Texas's at-will employment laws. It also faced stranger incidents, like a 2015 identity theft scheme across 14 locations, and backlash over gas price wars that sparked claims of unfair competition. Still, these clashes have only strengthened the brand's image as fiercely loyal, proudly Texan, and totally unbothered by a little heat. Buc-ee's has a huge economic impact wherever it opens. When a new store opens, it can create instant job markets and tourism spikes. The new Braunfels location drew 10,000 people on its first day, creating traffic jams and economic activity that local businesses still benefit from today. Real estate near Buc-ee's stores often climbs in value as the areas become more desirable for both commercial and residential development. Inside the stores, employees are well paid, earning above-average wages for retail jobs. Online, Buc-ee's is a viral darling. There are thousands of posts across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube featuring snack hauls, bathroom reviews, celebrity-documented visits, and merchandise unboxings. One woman even made national news for holding a Buc-ee's-themed gender reveal party, showing how deeply the brand has penetrated American culture. The Buc-ee's effect extends beyond individual stores to the broader culture of American road trips. People will often plan their routes around Buc-ee's stops, holding their need for a restroom until they reach one of its world-famous facilities. The company has successfully transformed the mundane necessity of a gas station stop into an anticipated highlight of long-distance travel. Just don't let the Beaver's good-natured smile fool you. He has a hell of a legal team. So what do you think? Have you ever been to a Buc-ee's? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, check out some of these other weird history food videos.